Difficult such is better than most.
Alright, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Let's go! Come on! This is buckler we have. Dribbling. Oh, yes. Splash! Get off my court! Boy! Get off of my court! How'd you get...
Alright, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do. What? 2K! How you just got the ball? Guys, I think I signed with Adidas. Ooh. Oh, okay. Damn. Butler. Yeah, I think I signed with Adidas. Okay, I'm gonna have floater alert. Yeah, we're gonna finish best he ever had. Oh! He crossed me!
Nothing today, DJ. Certainly not to wish. Hey, hit me up.
He crossed me. He's dead right now.
Good to see you, DJ.
I go to Brian. What's it called? Office. What the heck? Oh, what did you do? It's snake and cold. I'm gonna play some baseball. Person the baseball. Splash! I get basketball. Cross. I should make the short to the what do you do? Okay. I have to pick the ground team up. Come back from Sonic. That deal. Where's that deal? Facebook. Hey guys, look at it. What? Did I read it correctly? No. Did I read it correctly? No, that was stupid. I'm glad you signed with the team Adidas. Honestly, you're awesome for a game. It's great, but you're getting a little foul on me. I'm taking the deal great out. I'll let them know you're well, I'm on Adidas now. I know people are like, why you didn't pick Nike? Jordan!
Our Legends Edition cover athlete stack was also a cover athlete for which 2K game? Was it NBA 2K6, 2K7, 2K8, or 2K9?
That was a good again.
I always said, follow your dreams.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves play.
We are Adidas. We are Adidas. We are Adidas. We are Adidas. No, we need Adidas shoes. I think I can have them. I need Adidas. Right, chicken. Nice job on some of the people do. Others that closer to being able to hang with guys like me. Oh, thanks, Ryan. He doesn't fit your services. Oh! I just farted. Digging in your foot. My ankle! Who say does not so?
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Kings coming to town for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, is the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And wouldn't you know it, our good friend KG, Kevin Garnett. And before we get going,
Well, guys,
thanks, David. And it's clear that Coach Yeager is a details guy, an impressive young coach. Kevin, what a lot of fans don't get to see is all the work players do behind the scenes, at home, before games, after games, on off days. So they're making a switch. DJ's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Mahimi, and Labissiere subbed in for Zach Rendell. Kevin, growing up watching the game of basketball, who were some of your earliest influences?
My early influences in the game of basketball was Magic Johnson, obviously Michael Jordan, and then Chris Webber. Chris Webber, Malik Sealy was kind of like the younger generation of my inspiration. Yeah. St. John's was one of the destinations. Michigan was one of my college destinations. So those guys are my natural inspiration.
On the court for Sacramento, Labissiere and Cauley Stein are the bigs. Bogdanovich out there with him, and it's Temple in at the 3 slot.
And DJ, a fun guy to watch play, man. Fantastic at making quick decisions.
Corky Dames checked in for Taj Gibson, and a change for the Kings. Fox is checked in, and KG, you're retired from the game now, and you're stepping into the broadcast business a little bit now.
You see me? You know what? Area 21 is something that is authentic. It's me. I'm having a great time watching the games. It's really cool being a fan now. I can reach some people I want to be around. I have to worry about if I'm prepared, who I'm a guard, and I'm getting the tea. So, you know what? It's a great time. It's work. You know, it's not just you playing there and you have a bunch of fun. You know, we actually get some things done, but we have a great time, man. Learning how to take care of, listen, watching you, being around you, you know, man, the great, rest in peace to Craig, you know, Ernie, all of Charles, all these great influences, man, has definitely helped. Not just me, but our younger generation of broadcasters, man. It's totally, I didn't see this being my lane, but I'm having fun with it.
Doing a great job. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Jeff T. Here's Jones. Here's Towns. Gets the 3-point of the ball. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Kevin, your last couple years, you got to mentor some young players. Karl Anthony Towns comes to mind. How good do you think he can be?
Man, Cat is the next. He is what I call the next of the next. Yes, he has the pedigree. He has the work ethic. He has the IQ. Most importantly, the desire. You know, when you talk about players being better, I always like to think about if players know history. He understands history. He's been here before. You follow him through his high school years. He's always wanted to be an April. He's always wanted to be a very informative person. He looks for knowledge. He seeks a lot of knowledge. He wants to know what he's up against as far as history. Who am I chasing? What's his number? How many rebounds did he get? What did he do his rookie year? That's what's driving him.
Muhammad, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for Sacramento. Kubis checked in for Scal Labissiere.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Cauley Stein kicks to Hill. Cauley Stein with the screen for Hill. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. You talk about Karl Anthony Towns and his willingness to learn. You can't be great, I don't think, Kev, if you're not curious. And I always thought that was one of your best qualities. You were always curious.
Listen, I was super curious, and I always chased that curiosity. Not only that, I started to put the work ethic with that. If you don't put those things together, well, I would always tell him, be humble. Don't ever get to the point where your arrogance, starts to take over. Let your arrogance be on the court, what he's doing, how you playing, control your breathing. The young fella has a lot of good bones. I love his makeup. I love the fact that I had a year with him to teach him perspective, teach him mentality, teach him that you got to come in here and work on this every day, and the day that you don't, someone has advantage. And he pushes himself. Karl Anthony Towns he's from the pedigree, man. He's one of them ones. I like to think that he's under the umbrella. He's one of my young brothers, man.
Kevin, coming out of high school, you were relatively mature for your age, at 17, turning 18, but do you ever regret not trying college and just seeing what that experience would have been like? I mean, it's such a long time ago, but you've had some chance probably to get some perspective on both sides of that story.
You know what, Kim?
Okay, sorry, guys. How do you... That's velvet little block. Look at...
I look at it like the unknown is the unknown. Obviously, I've had friends that went to college. Some of my best friends went to college. And I think I've kind of lived it through them a little bit. Listen, when you have responsibility early in life,
Which you did.
which I did, and you know, so from a mature level, things that interest me are not that interesting as you get older. Especially when you have to deal with a vigorous schedule of an NBA schedule. I wasn't able to, you know, be the 17, 18-year-old to chill, have, you know, lean on the parents a little bit, be able to be at home, you know, coming home through the weekends. No, I had a real life that I was responsible for, and I was growing something. I was building something. You know, I was trying to not just be a young player in our league, but a young businessman wanting to establish something for myself, my friends, my family. You can't do those things thinking like a normal 17, 18-year-old. You're taking pieces from grown men around you all the time. You're around people who need something all the time. At some point, you have to put all this together. You have to make it work for you. You have to put your spin on it for how it works for you and your brand. And you have to be innovative with that. You have to be creative with that. You have to have a vision.
Wow, there's a lot to consider. And people may not know, KG, that you're not just a broadcaster for 2K, but you're a member of the 2K community.
Have you been keeping up with the community, man?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Man, listen, shout out to 2K players out there. I'm Jizzle Lord, y'all know what it is. I'm Jizzle Lord 5. Shout to my OBF team, y'all know what it is. Shout to Dex, shout to Bug, shout to everybody out there playing. Right, we definitely. Wow. It's all good. You know, I'm OBF, I'm about the team, I'm gang, you know what it is. Jizzle Lord, y'all holler at me, y'all.
When you played, we all know how intense you were, how much you cared. That, to me, was the thing that you cared so much about the product, about your team, about the game. But some people have said that maybe there was a streak of you that was mean is maybe not the right word, but you were overly aggressive. But I don't know how you could have played any differently then.
I call it dialed in. What? You know, I like to think that if you're trying to accomplish something, and, you know, I only know one way to accomplish something. You go at it with everything you have.
You didn't go to me. I just broke the guy's ankles. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I broke this guy's ankles. Boy, he broke his ankles. Well, let's see that. Let's see that. Let's see the ankle snapper I am. Look at his feet. Look at his left feet. I'd get Zach Randolph and whatever his name is. Like, boy, I make them fuck each other, boy. Look. Kabam, boy! You see? But I mean,
You go to dominate it and take it over. You don't go at something lightly.
Can't walk to the pump with this game.
Not at all. And this game is full of talented elites. Night in, night out, you're playing someone that can typically go for 50 easy.
So, on the floor for Sacramento, Zach Randolph is out there with Labissiere. And it's Fox. And there's Hill. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bulls was terrific. He finished with 30 points and was effective from long range as well with a number of threes. His was the kind of all-around performance coaches love to see. It felt like he was a factor in just about every play. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. He showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. There was no holding him back. And when the players that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Fans out there watching this, Kev, can you talk about why it's so incredibly difficult to win an NBA title, to become a champion? Why is that such a tough process?
Well, just imagine having a goal and you're not pursuing the goal by yourself. Say you and somebody else. You're relying on somebody. You're relying on somebody else. So let's just say you and someone walking up the hill. Like you're ready to go walk up the hill. Well, the speed at which you want to walk at might be different from the other person. And what you realize about when you're trying to reach any goal is that you have to be connected. You have to be understanding of I'm gonna walk and put together right there. This speed like this, going fast, going slow, has to be a great level of communication and understanding. At the same time, you have to have the same work ethic because you have to understand you're together. And you don't get to go at this level and leave someone behind. You have to you got to pull them, you got to keep up, whatever it is. All this goes into trying to win.
It sure does. That's right. Kevin, when you're talking about influences, you mentioned Chris Webber's name a lot.
Yeah, C-Web was kind of, he and Stacey Augman was at a time where I was trying to find myself as a player.
Search for a roadmap, maybe. Who do I most resemble?
Not only that, but just some direction. You know, at the time I was a big who had handles, and if you know anything about certain coaches, they don't want their big handling the ball. So you get the ball up to a guard or whatever. It wasn't until I got to Chicago to where the scouts or, people were able to see, like, wow, this kid can actually handle the ball. He has handle a little bit. And then my high school coach would actually make me bring the ball up to show off and showcase. No kidding.
I hated it. I was like, oh my God.
But look at what happened,
right? He knew that turning, I could handle it. I was like, oh my God, I hated this. And he knew I would go down to mine. I was like, yeah, I don't want to shoot. He was like, no, bring the ball up. Anyways.
Kevin, it's been said that some guys hated to play against you. Is there someone you hated to play against for whatever reason?
No.
You enjoyed every challenge?
I enjoyed every competitor because on the offensive side of the ball, I was always challenged when to use counters or what type of moves I was using. I took a lot of pride in having a variety of moves for different types of defenses. And each guy is going to bring out a different side of the offense in you. And then turning around and then being that defender and being able to guard the post player or the post or whatever the post player was or whatever. Rasheed Wallace was always a tough guard. Tim Duncan was always a tough guard. Zach Randolph was always a tough guard. Chris Webber.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with some great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
Timeout called by the Kings. We're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
Fox kicks to Randall. A pass to Fox. Back to Randall. Here's the screen. The dish to Fox. It's Hill on the way. With the shot. Kept alive. Here's Labissiere. And good work on the boards to pick up the second chance points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Now, here's DJ. Defense right on him. Teague, the pass to DJ. Some solid defense from Randall. Sacramento's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And stolen by Jeff Teague. DJ with it. Picked up by Hill. Out of bounds. Sacramento with that possession. And good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. The young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch. If you look at DJ, there have been times where he's shown his potential. As of now, he is in the conversation for the award.
And what a journey it has been for this tremendous crop of youth joining the NBA this year. Truly, it's been fun to watch.
And you know what? Every year is a little different, but this year is really special in terms of the quality of the depth. When you look at the talent of these incoming players, you'd be hard-pressed to match it in recent years.
Great to have you with us, KG, and like the experience, come back and join us sometime, okay?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it anytime.
You're terrific.
We've been doing this a long time, my friend. It's great to see Kobe go.
Always fun to have Kevin Garnett on the set part. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started